That's Mr. Right. Mr. Right outside?
One on the range, yeah.
Okay.
It was like the
All right. Well, after we do the New Haven ads, then you would read the PwC ads. Oh, all right. So what we forgot to tell you that at this time there's commentary from a gentleman called Kingsley DeFreitas.
okay,
So
right.
after his commentary, we normally give commentary on his commentary, and if there is still time, then we do another topic, so you can finish your point in that one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. All righty, so time here in SVG is 7:45, and we are back with you for another segment of our Activating Mornings program. This time we are receiving commentary from Mr. Kingsley DeFreitas. Kingsley, good morning to you, and how are you? You apology accepted.
We are in an interesting time because you can come in school and you can study primary, but you are not getting the second time. It's big. All that is to have you right to do something, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? There are some this guy evidence that over the last 24 years, Dr. Gonzalez led administration has tried to see what we can do to do. And I'm from originally a farming area, and I often wonder what the ISO Minister of Agriculture thinks about agriculture. Because he wants to feed and banana purchase, and he wants to go to I have not made any efforts by forces to speak for the university where they are protected by the about 6% of our society who want to make a contribution to the economy. And before to the agriculture industry, every one of them, they will say that the only industry that even will come into the beautiful industry. And we minister prison and retirement, so whenever he then comes, we will use their right for standard to say that our rivalry has been so pivoted. That really so. But how much of that is that really such it? I've been working at the airport since the airport opened, and I never had a job from airport to go to standard because they have a system in place where they take 1,000 people. So if you don't reach that standard, use that work, you can be qualified to get a job at a company that you go to standard. So yes, you have a standard to maintain the worker that you have in the airport. And I tell you, the standard worker at the airport is like putting fees. I enjoy my job, but I am being frustrated every day. It's every day they expect you to do something. Your vehicle should be spotless, your vehicle should be clean, blah, 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 blah. And it is created a little bit of problem because they want to it's also people yesterday talking about to just stop at the airport because they might be in a financial position better than some other people. They found themselves a pressure group. And God sees us complain about your vehicle or that particular vehicle. I don't reflect paying attention to the particular driver. We see in the summer that his vehicle needs to be a little more attention. But we don't know the financial background and the pressure he's on maintain that vehicle. So the vehicle yesterday got pressure group is making an effort to see if they could influence the authority to remove his operation. And that is unfair. Because Mr. Mel, Yeah, if you look at like in this space, it's not that easy. And if that particular driver could have wear red shorts or red pants and this, he would have do that. Because I know that he's from my area. And I know that he's a European supporter. So I'm saying to you, if he was more active, the authorities of the would that try to negotiate with these special groups in the way to the guys from the airport to be able to with it. And I mean, I was saying yesterday, when you're speaking about the trial that I think is later on when people come to taxi. I have experienced that when people come to taxi when they reach, when they go, they come out and they say, we are not going to fail. What are you going to do? In case you don't answer your own hand and get yourself in trouble. I don't understand that this taxi level is right now, it's really this contract. They take it on the old airport, take it to correct. And in the position they had about. Because so many so when they said on the day, they pay, he said, I will pay for you by the bar. When you believe up, it's for a store. So it's a something that they get rid of the but like I said, before we have to the pressure move that. Because they might be enough time that the average for the churches people to think that the authority. But I don't think that the authority and the board of directors at the airport do what they train and tell them and don't make an assessment of course based on what we set by some pressure groups. Two form themselves into an organization and it was something to do. But exactly, I've been frustrated this morning. I'm not in that position already, pressure movement, put the pressure in. But I may end up that one of these days. Because I'm not in a position to buy myself a new vehicle. And you can come in and say, oh, how much $100. The beginning of the trip, but I'm still $400,000 for me to get, and if I get that to $1,800 per month. We don't have enough equipment at the airport to generate $1,800 a month to pay for your vehicle. People you can give them people that for that. That's the way I say, it's all about the ATP, but people pay in the system. They do not have anything. And you that is my reaction to this, and you have a wonderful day in Saturday.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, she's so quiet. I have a wonderful day. She has a football on and breaking already.
All right. Have a good one today, Kingsley. Thanks.
Goodbye. All right.
And that was today's commentary with Kingsley DeFreitas. And I have to kind of do a deep pause there. Just reflecting on something that he said in terms of the pressure group. All right, you know what? I'll give my thoughts afterwards. Dianna?
What is the pressure group though? I don't know about that.
No, he's saying that there's a pressure group that is putting pressure. So it's kind of like they got it up, right?
Oh, that way.
Uh-huh.
I unfortunately I can't really speak about that particular part of Kingsley's commentary because I don't know about the airport running. I don't know how things are done at the airport. I don't know anything about the airport taxi. But I can understand some of the challenge. Well, I can't really understand. But I get Kingsley what he's saying. Get what he's saying when he's talking about some of these challenges. As they said, we spoke about it yesterday when we mentioned persons who hire a taxi, and then well, I can't say hire because you don't even pay the taxi. You jump out and you don't pay. I can see some of those challenges, and I do feel it for the taxi drivers and other drivers who would experience things like this. But I can't really speak on anything else. Yeah, I don't have the information.
All right. We have a caller. Let's say Joshua quickly. Hi, Joshua. Good morning.
You're acting like somebody I know.
What just ran through my mind, Joshua, but I would leave it alone. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know how to be quick to say it, but go ahead.
Oh.
Nicola, Nicola.
Really? Simple names when you've been calling us other names this whole time.
He's been calling us Yolanda this whole time. So depends on the day.
So
Yeah.
how simple is it?
Yeah.
Joshua, thank you for your warm welcome. It's Nicole. Mhm. Oh gosh.
We will take it before coming in every morning. Don't worry. All right. Thanks, Joshua. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's how I fall. Yeah. All right. I would let her know. All right. All right, Joshua.
Thank you, Joshua.
All right. Ari, I see you there on the live, and we're going to try to have that rectified. Okay. All right. So we're going to have that fixed. All righty. So Kingsley touched on a couple of things this morning, and we apologize to those who are on the live who weren't able to hear it. But in essence, he spoke about a couple of things. All right. So one of them that he touched on, just for point to note though, with regards to what Joshua said, there is a taxi association. All right. So it's not that they don't have one; they have one.
I cannot speak to how well functioning it is, etc., because I'm not in the association. So I can't speak with any sort of authority with regards to that.
And before you make your point there, he also spoke about the way they dress. I cannot say that I've ever seen any taxi driver in St. Vincent not dressed properly. And the times that I have passed through the airport, every single taxi driver that I saw out there, they were properly attired. So I can't speak on the I'm not properly dressed part of it. I haven't seen any of
But they
those.
do have to go through training before they can be approved as taxi drivers. All right. So they all undergo training. All right. Just to touch on a few things. So he mentioned that there is a shift from tourism to agriculture, but it's not so much where. Oh, we have a call. All right. Lord, this is one of those mornings. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies.
Morning.
I wonder
Stephanie-
why can't ladies and gentlemen.
Because women rule the world. Come, there we go.
Congratulations to your leadership in the world, girl.
Thank you.
Well, I hear you all are talking earlier upon agriculture and tourism and things. But you see some people put so much emphasis on agriculture. And I want to draw reference to Stinkits and Leavis and this place and Barbados and this place. We have a little bit agriculture, but the service is mostly tourism and service and things like that. How could you differentiate Sylvan from this place? That people, as you know, that people are teaching the children, they want them to go in agriculture and all kind of thing. Most agriculture place selling out. They see some nice agricultural houses, some big houses and things. You might say, well, yes, people are live. About if population increase much, just 110,000 people all the time. So all the extra houses, if probably not building them or somebody has intention to building them on the same agricultural land. So to really match agriculture, it good in a sense because you might say agriculture bringing in $100 and something million. But what about what about you have to spend at least close to $2 billion in goods and service to bring in Sylvan too. We're not making milk, we're not making car, we're not making all this kind of candy and all this kind of things in Sylvan too. But we have to buy them. So in order to measure agriculture, to say agriculture, if we not do agriculture, we can't feed ourselves. I believe that is a no, that depends on the economy that we live in. If the economy is thriving,
all right. Stepping,
you could buy a good thing.
All right.
If the economy is thriving, you can buy what you want. So to still live on agriculture, it's just something that you think around your back because agriculture is good, but it can't maintain us. Continue on.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna have to leave it there. Okay, Stephen, because we're a little bit pressed for time. All right.
All right.
Thanks for your contribution.
I like to say.
Yes. All right. Like we said, all right, my lady. Sounds so, old school. I like that. From now on, say my lady. All right. All right. So I just want to say this maybe within a minute. So Kingsley made mention of the shift from tourism to agriculture, but they both have to go hand in hand, right? It can't be one taking precedence over the other. Tourists are coming to the island. They have to be fed. Many of them would prefer to be fed with locally grown produce. And, because we tend to do a bit more organic farming, all right? So they have to go hand in hand. To me, none should take precedence over the other. He made mention, or he asked the question, how many lives are impacted from tourism? The thing of it is, it's a spill-off effect, right? So it's not just persons working directly at the airports, persons working directly at the hotels, persons who have that face-to-face interaction with the tourists, but there is a spill-off effect. There's a spill-off effect for the same persons working in agriculture. There's a spill-off effect for the supermarkets. There's a spill-off effect for the souvenir stores. There is a spill-off effect that happens within the country, all right? So it's not so much just about that one-to-one sort of engagement, all right? My heart sank when he spoke about the pressure group because the gang that is ganging up on the individual who may not have the best vehicle, but the person is trying to help themselves. And I think that is what it is that kind of bugs me sometimes where, yes, you might come out with a vehicle that might not be as spanking as everybody else. And because you feel as if they're not representing your association or representing you as taxi drivers to the fullest, in the fullest way that you are ganging up on them, this person is trying to help themselves. And when you find persons who are trying to help themselves, even if you are in the same, you're in the same profession, you're engaged in the same trade or the same service, that you should not be looking down on that individual because everybody has to start somewhere. And that was why it is my heart sank when he made that commentary on why it is that took a while before I came back in. But that's just my thoughts. So Nicole?
Yeah, It was such a heartfelt plea, and it really tugged at my heartstrings as well, because I'm like, here it is that someone is engaging in one of the most important forms of entrepreneurship, transportation. And in this case, transportation of guests. And so, it felt really like this is something that is beyond just a situation where drivers need to have the dignity, but more so, just being able to work together and support each other as opposed, and that's how we grow. That's how we really also get to that point of being better, by just supporting in a positive way and not trying to fight or to eliminate, what somebody else's presence will mean. So
yeah.
It kind of tough.
Yes,
it's tough.
We both have to sigh at the same time.
I sighed too, and I was inside. I mean, there was something inside of me just welling up, and I'm like, this cannot be the way progress happens. It isn't.
Yes. All right. All right. And with that, we are going to head on out. Remember that in about 5 minutes time or so, we will be bringing to you that interview with the personnel from VINLEC with regards to the smart meter.